It goes right to the face where all good and natural voices are. You simply have to ask the patient, with the strangled voice considered hopeless, to say or to hum the first bar of Happy Birthday, and the voice changes from the lower throat, where all strangled voices remain. And the medical community and I agree on that. It's always in the lower throat, to the face when they talk with a pet or talk in a second language, and basically they go up to the face, which indicates it can't be a medical problem, a dystonia. Let's take a listen to the clear voice now, which could be achieved in the first meeting. Who diagnosed it?
Scripps Hospital in La Jolla. Probably about a year and a half ago. They told me that it was neurological and I was born with it.
And what was the treatment?
Botox shots or speech therapy. And I ended up getting very frustrated.
What did they tell you in speech therapy?
That the best thing to do is to take Botox shots.
And what did I tell you to do when you first came in?
To talk to my rabbit and to breathe.
Why did I tell you to talk with your rabbit?
Because usually when people talk to, like, babies or animals, they talk higher. And my voice came out clearly. Sometimes I forget, but I just have to remember to keep it high, to breathe.
What do you think about this voice, the one you're using?
I felt it was too feminine and prissy almost, too high for me, but it's completely clear.
We're back in studio. This young lady has remained cured of the condition called spasmodic dysphonia, diagnosed at the Scripps Medical Center on the medical chart by the ear, nose, and throat doctor. Incurable. Incurable? Not so. This young lady has been cured for over 10 years by direct voice rehabilitation. Let's move on and see if we can encounter another spasmodic dysphonic condition.
Ronald Figure. Okay, how long have you had this condition? A year and a half. Okay, was it sudden onset or gradual? Just... What do you do? We're trainers for Herbalife International. Ronald Figure. Okay, how long have you had this condition? A year and a half. Okay, was it sudden onset or gradual? Just... What do you do? We're trainers for Herbalife International.
And now we're going to take a listen to his story. He was not happy with his treatment, and you're going to hear a mid-level treatment that he describes his condition with direct voice rehabilitation, and then we'll wind up by explaining that he has a normal voice, and he says so, and he finds he's cured of the condition called spasmodic dysphonia. Let's take the mid-level treatment.
My first consultation, he taped me like he did here, and he diagnosed me with spasmodic dysphonia, and he gave me 3 choices. 1, Botox shots, 2, surgery, 3, live with it. And I decided to try the Botox because he highly recommended that. It helps a lot of his patients get rid of their spasms in their neck. I would be real breathy for like 6 weeks, where I could just whisper, like, hello, how is it out there? And I still had a hard time talking.
Your voice?
What's that?
Did you have to take deep breaths to get your voice?
Yes, I had to take a deep breath, even to whisper. And
because
then,
the vocal cords were paralyzed and the air was going through.
Yeah.
And then you had, did you get a normal voice or did you get some
Then
voice?
I would get like an almost normal voice, but it was not like it is now. And then I would go right back to the way I sound on that tape, back to spasms, and I have to go back in for more shots.
Where were the doctors? Where are the medical centers?
Well, the first one I seen was Milwaukee, Freighter Medical College. Dr. Albert
A great
Murati.
medical center?
Yes.
Who was the doctor?
Dr. Albert Murati. You know, he had all this medical equipment, an arm full of doctors, white coats, and I believed him. When he told me this is for life, there's no known cure, there's Botox surgery, or live with it, I believed him. And then I went to another clinic because I wasn't satisfied with the results I was getting with him for 6 months, so I went to Minnesota, the Mayo Clinic in Minnesota, and I seen Nicholas Margos, and he looked at me and evaluated me and said the same thing: spasmodic dysphonia, surgery, Botox, or live with it, Ron.
This young man had 5 Botox shots, and he was not happy none of them were doing the job for him. Despite the fact that Botox is said to be 99% effective, I don't believe that from clinical experience. They're well intentioned to say that. The medics tell the patients that Botox is the state-of-the-art treatment of choice. They sometimes forget to ask for whom it is the treatment of choice and for whom it is the art. So here you heard a young man who had a pretty good voice, and you wouldn't suspect that he had spasmodic dysphonia. But that was midterm, and now let's take a listen to his voice as he's describing how he feels now.
And he says, well, Ron, I'll give you 3 options too. He says, you can continue coming here for shots. You can call that doctor in California to schedule a surgery if you'd like. And then he goes, oh yeah, by the way, Ron, there's also this other guy. Go to his website, and he wrote down his name, thevoicedoctor.com, and handed it to him, and he says, check out this guy. He says he has a cure. And go home and let me know what you decide to do. Think about it, he said, before you plan that surgery. So I went home, went to the voice doctor right away, because here's somebody, he said, that has a natural cure for it. And I go to his website, and here there's 14, 15, maybe more than that now, testimonies, people with spasmodic dysphonia, and then after a year, or some people 6 months, of direct voice rehabilitation, and they're talking. And they sounded just like me, you know, can't count from 1 to 10, can't say your name. And here they are after seeing Dr. Mort Cooper, they're talking. Once I understood how to start using my voice correctly and breathing correctly, my voice started coming back to me. And it's amazing. I mean, I couldn't believe it. And I stayed with him a week, and went home. He had diagnostic sentences for me, voice exercises, breathing, and a schedule. Started in the morning, afternoon, evening, continually do these voice exercises until it's better. And it's amazing. Here I am today, talking normally. I go to church, I can sing, and it's amazing. Besides having surgery and Botox shots, it's a great option. I'm glad I went to him and found a cure for my voice, a natural cure, and it's great being able to talk. And I'd like to thank you again, Dr. Cooper, for what you do for society, and I'm very thankful for you, and God's blessing for you, and it's amazing talking normal, and I can't say enough how much I love wanting to help someone else find their path or journey to getting a corrective voice. It's fantastic.
We're back in studio. Cures is a dirty word. Across the world, across the United States, at UCLA Medical Center, at UCLA Head and Neck Division, over 15 cures of those patients diagnosed by the staff and faculty. We're listening to Johnny Cash. Thank you for joining with me. I'm Mort Cooper. Bye-bye.
I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I